What's up guys, welcome back to another video, hope you're all doing well today. Today we are on some MX bikes and very interesting and, well, I'm very excited to try and play this track today. We are on 2012 Millville. It's not an original creation, however it is one that's been imported over from MX Simulator, and it's one that's been moved over by MXS to MXB. I have no idea who the mystery man is behind that account that's been posting these tracks, but we have been blessed with another one today. The original author of this track on the MX Simulator side of things was a man that I feel like is quite heavily responsible for the years and years of good racing that they had over there on the RF side especially, and that is Mr. Checkers himself, so massive shout out to him. And I think I heard recently that he came back again after a bit of a hiatus, so that's very good for that community if that is the case. That man single-handedly kept RF going for a couple years there, so massive shout out to him. Now, I was always under the impression that RF in general were quite particular and strict about their track use, but I'm guessing a track all the way back from 2012, I mean, really, is it going to be that bad? But also saying that, I'm not sure if permission's been gotten before this. Having a read through the post on the MXB Mods website, it literally just says height map, checkers, and then agitato for the there's an AMA archway somewhere on the track, and then roofs for trees and such. So I'm not sure about the permission side of things. So I'm just going to act as if it has been given. And if so, brilliant. I mean, everyone knows Millville. You know, very iconic track. I'm not off the top of my head. I don't know the 2012 layout, but we'll certainly give it a go and see how it goes. I mean, one of the most iconic Millville moments, races, battles, whatever you want to call it, for me, is the James Stewart Trey Canard battle they had on it. And I don't know what year that would have been. I don't know if it's as far back as 2012. If it is, it makes me feel incredibly old, because I remember watching that at the time. It's an absolutely nuts battle. It's such a good battle. Definitely, if you're a little bit younger than myself, you might not have seen it, but if you haven't, just YouTube it. It's got to be on YouTube somewhere. Just James Stewart versus Trey Canard Millville. Just really good stuff. So we're basically already a lap in. I like it so far. You know, I've been told good things about this track before trying it. I know McChicken is someone that can vouch for it being a good track. He said he's going to be probably practicing it quite a lot before the outdoor season starts. And I'm not too sure on when that is. You know, I mean, right now, in comparison to the Supercross Championship, we're about 3 rounds behind, I think. So I know in real life they usually start the nationals, what is it, like just a week after Soupy. They don't get much time whatsoever. So I mean, I wonder if that means we're going to be behind on things in the nationals as well. In terms of what tracks we'll be riding on, I really have no idea. I've seen Stone Rider, who currently makes the Supercross tracks for us. He has alluded to there being a national series, but I don't know if that's AMA, I don't know if that's meant to be GP, or maybe a combination of both. Really no idea. So as and when more information comes out about that, I'll certainly let you guys know. I've also been kind of going back and forth in my head on if I want to live stream the nationals in the same way that I live stream the Supercross. I think for me it'd be nice to have a little bit of a break from the constant weekly streams, but then I also feel like maybe doing it in a video format won't do as much justice. You know, if there's 2 races, I don't really want to upload 2 videos that essentially will be the same thing, you know, and I'm pretty sure the race is going to be 30 minutes plus a lap or 2 laps as well. They're going to be very long races, very long videos, and I just can't see anybody each week wanting to watch 2 30-minute long motos in that form. So I don't know where I stand on that. I'll have to do a little bit of brainstorming, but I would really like to know your guys' opinions and how you would like it to be watched. Whether that's through a live stream as I currently do now, whether that's entire moto videos, or maybe if I record both motos and then after the fact edit it down into maybe highlights and talk over it and how it went, what went wrong, what I could have done better, so on and so forth. So there's a couple of options there, so I'd definitely like to hear your guys' thoughts. If anybody also knows who the mystery person is behind these tracks being imported into bikes, do let me know, because I feel bad just calling him MXS to MXB. It's a bit of a, I mean, it's not a proper name, is it at all? I'm sure that he goes by, or they, or she, or them, or whatever they want to be referred to as. They go by something else. But yeah, solid so far. I mean, I'm not sure if I've been messing up or if there's an issue. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I don't know if there's an issue with the timing gates because my first lap didn't count. But I'm pretty sure I'd done exactly that on my first lap and went around the outside that corner because I am pretty washed when it comes to nationals. I won't lie. I mean, all of my efforts the last couple of months have really been going into trying to be okay at Supercross. So when it comes to nationals again, I need a little bit of practice. You know, there's something. It's quite weird. I feel like a lot of people really prefer nationals because they find it easier than like the rhythms and whoops and such of Supercross. But I'm the other way around. I generally find Supercross easier to go fast on than nationals, and I think I was exactly the same way in MX Simulator as well. You know, I never won any nationals championships, I don't believe, well, not to my memory. But I did. So I won a couple of Supercross ones and got a couple of runner-ups as well in some more Supercross. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's about the precision of it or the fact that it favours more like consistency over raw speed, whereas I feel on nationals you're allowed to make a couple more mistakes throughout the course of a race, especially where the races are so long too. I need to do a little bit of practice, maybe before the end of the Supercross season. I'm in very comfortable position points-wise in Supercross, so I really don't think there'll be any harm in me getting a bit of nationals practicing before. Oh, how am I struggling to go for that on a 450? I need to sort myself out, sort my lines out. At first, I'm thinking of it as like the Agitato version of this track, like the actual MX Bikes one that got released. So I'm kind of getting my muscle memory all kinds of wrong. This is throwing me off a little bit. And I also don't, obviously, as I said earlier, I don't know the 2012 Millville layout off the top of my head. So I'm learning as I go. I'm sorry for all of you hardcore fans that probably have every single layout of every track for the last 20 years memorised. I am sorry. I'm not that much of a hardcore dedicated fan as you guys, but I absolutely respect the grind from that. Well, one thing else, let me change my camera. Let's go in the air here. Ask and you shall receive. I jokingly asked in the aerial Discord. Was it last night? Well, Wednesday night, essentially. After the Supercross race, and I asked Insane if he could make me a Among Us character with a number 35 on his back. So, ask and you shall receive. He has done exactly that. So, thank you, Insane. This is going to be our new mascot for the foreseeable future. I mean, some of you might absolutely hate the fact that I run this, but in my opinion, it really doesn't matter because I play first person anyway, so it's not going to bother me, and it's not like I've got the skin out there for everyone to be forced to download to see me. You know, it's an additional bit that I've only just got, so it'll appear in the videos. You won't see it on my back anywhere else. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it if you download the standard Among Us skin, because I'm pretty sure it's named exactly the same way. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not a whiz when it comes to skinning and creating things on this game, but yeah, I just thought that was quite cool. He'll be with us for the foreseeable future until something else a bit more random comes along, or in case I want to wear an actual like chest protector or something. I don't know. I very rarely do. But the Millville whoops, they are easier than I thought they'd be. Every time I've played on Sim, they've been pretty wild, you know, like trying to get the speed up to double through them. That wall was probably the most difficult part of the track, trying not to get your back end to step out. But it flows a lot better than I thought. I've played a couple of these like straight up conversions from Sim to bikes in the past, and some of them, I'm not sure if it's the way the ruts are or the jumps are, but they just flow a little bit weird, and I'm not sure, I got over that nice and easy that time, I'm not sure how much work the creator has gone through to adjust the height map at all to make it more MX Bikes friendly, or if it is just as it is from Sim. Obviously Sim tracks over the years have changed as well. I find that if you go back and play really old Sim tracks, they're a lot more tame than they are nowadays. So obviously, like nowadays, everything tends to be a lot steeper, the scaling's a lot bigger, and that sometimes doesn't always work in bikes, especially with steep jumps. You know, it makes the bike correct really strangely. But this seems to be working well. I like the roughness that we've got. It's not over the top. It's not like completely flat. I really like it. Which I actually feel like this would make a really good track to do the races on. My only wish really is that they went through the extent of doing like proper bail slash banner placement. I keep burping under my breath. I've literally just had dinner. I am sorry, but it was worth it. I had a fat kebab, so really enjoyed myself. Just gorged myself on a kebab. Oh, sorry. Oh, not very professional of me, but we moved. Does this lap count? This lap did count. Okay, yeah, I have no idea why that first lap I done didn't count. Very odd. So I've only got a 2-minute 10 lap time so far, and I can tell you right now, there's probably people that are going to be running underneath 2 minutes. I don't know if I've done that without crashing or going off the track. I've not been paying that much attention. I think I've mentioned in previous videos, when I make these videos and I'm sitting here talking at the same time as playing, my mind just like shuts off. I sit here talking to myself to 10 to 20 minutes straight, and then the second I press the stop recording button, I sit there and I'm like, What did I just say? I don't actually remember anything that just happened. Can I try it? Let me go outside here. I want to try and hit this double. Oh, you can't really. Oh, that is built very strange, but okay, that was not very good. I might have to go inside and roll that if I come back to this. However, from the please, please. Oh, I'm making myself look bad. From the few laps that I've done, I am probably going to spend quite a few laps on this, I would have thought, practicing for the outdoors, because I feel like it's that nice mixture, you know? I mean, if some of the tracks that we have on the outdoors at the moment, like the tracks that we've ridden year after year, a lot of them are fairly flat, and I feel like you don't really have to practice for flat tracks, you know? You should just be able to ride a flat track as it is. I mean, surely you want to be practicing on tracks that are a little bit more difficult than what you're going to be riding, so then your level on the tracks you actually ride on is better, if that makes sense. I suppose it's kind of similar to the whole... obviously not myself, I am very, very unfit. However, the pros, for example, they train harder than the length of their races, so they have no doubt in their mind that for the entirety of their actual race length, they can push as hard as they need to. I suppose it's a similar thing to that. If you train on something more difficult than you're actually going to be riding on, then it'll make your actual competition feel a bit easier. But yeah, really, really good, solid, flowy track. So, I mean, thank you for the input. Always greatly appreciated. This one definitely flows better than some of the other ones, and as I say, I'm not sure if that's just because of the style of tracks back in the day on Sim, or if this or if MXS2MXB, the creator, again, I don't know who you actually are, has gone through the effort of adjusting it a bit more for bikes. But yeah, it works really well, which I'm quite surprised by. I was a bit... Well, I was a little bit hesitant. I wasn't sure if it would go well or if it would be video worthy or what, but 100%. Please do go and download this if you're looking to try and get a little bit better ahead of the national season. I feel like it's going to be one of them things, so just like the start of Supercross, you know, as soon as that round one comes round, there's going to be probably a couple hundred people signing up, and then it'll slowly fizzle out throughout the year. But if you want to get in amongst the action at round one, be ready to go, you need to be playing tracks like this, tracks that genuinely do challenge you a little bit, because whilst I'm kind of spoking it up a little bit right now, I imagine if I was just sat here kind of playing without talking or anything and just concentrating, I could quite easily get around this track at an okay pace. It's then when you want to start pushing, you know, and like put down them laps that you'd need to put in for qualifying, or yeah, just try and push yourself a little bit more to go that little bit faster. That's when I feel like you'll start to struggle, especially on some of these bumps. It looks like they've got quite a easy tendency to kick you if you're going into corners. You've got to be careful on the braking. It looks like you actually have to be quite precise when you're downsiding things, so I keep casing or over jumping this tabletop here, which then makes me really struggle to get up and over this one. Oh, I had the back brake, there we go. So yeah, bit of stretch, and that's on a 450 as well, and I don't know how easy it would be on a 250. I know the traction's way different at the moment, but yeah, I'm sticking to the 450, I think, and that'll be the case for the national season for me as well, just because it's what I'm comfortable on currently. I'm sure there's probably going to be another game update before nationals even starts. I mean, we've got another like two months or so of SX races to go before that even happens, so plenty of time. And I think that's going to do it from me today, boys. Please do, and girls and lems, I'm sorry, sorry for not being all-inclusive. I know there are actually a couple of female identifying people that watch this video. I have to be really careful with my words now that it's 2022. I don't want to piss anyone off. Just take whatever I've said in the last 10 to 20 seconds, ignore it. Thank you everyone for watching. So, please drop a like if you did enjoy it. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel out massively. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I post every single day, and hopefully you like what you see here. And have a lovely rest of the day, most importantly, whatever it is that you're up to. And until I catch you guys in the next video, peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to beat with my